Welcome back, guys, to Tabletop Vibes. Today, we are reviewing Four Horsemen by Win-Win Board Games. Adam, I know you're waiting for this one for a while. Tell us about it.
Four Horsemen of Apocalypse. Well, I say Apocalypse, it's just Four Horsemen. But it is literally the Four Horsemen of Apocalypse. And they are coming to crush the world and wreak havoc and destruction and pestilence and famine and disease. Death and disease.
Yep. So what are you going to do about it?
And so you're summoning, this is the cool part, Judeo-Christian heroes, Norse heroes, Egyptian heroes,
Greek heroes.
I think Chinese heroes. I'm pretty sure there's an expansion for the Monkey King.
Nice.
And I'm in. That's awesome.
Nice.
And you're gathering your group of
legendary heroes
different heroes to stop the Four Horsemen of Apocalypse, kick its butt back into the underworld.
Yeah, you're not. You're really not.
You're not. You want to.
You want to.
But you're not.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those games where you're kind of like, I'm fine. Okay, everything went wrong.
It's like when Jason once asked when we played Nemesis.
Yes.
This is easy. And the next turn we all died.
It wasn't. So yeah, this definitely is one of those games that you're going to have to work together to try to save the world. And this is a really interesting one because at first glance it looks like a resource management game.
Nope.
But this is probably the very first game that I can ever say this is not that. This is a resource hoarding game.
Yeah, you're hoarding resources because, all right, you have events that come out, like catastrophic events that come out that are doing damage to your entire party or all. If it's all of you, you all have to lose these different kind of cubes. You have wisdom, prestige, zeal, then you have your innate, your followers. And so you're losing all these cubes, or you're gaining corruption, or losing divinity, and you're literally trying to stop these bad events from happening. But every time an event comes out, you do what it says, it moves on to the next slot, and then the next event comes out, and then you do all of what is out there.
Right. So it's really a snowball effect.
The next one.
It's really a snowball effect of badness. So to counteract that on your turn, to help with this, so what you do is you have a hand of cards. So normally it's a 5-hand of cards. Right. And you lay these out in 3 different areas. They are your...
what is it called? Boost? No. Boon. Use.
Sacrifice. And the 2 cards for boon. And on the card, there's 3 different slots. One that says boon, use, sacrifice. And you gain or lose resources or move things up depending on what the cards say. So you have these in your hand. You play them out in front of you. Hopefully, you get a bunch of resources. You know, your stats and your followers.
You might get some.
Then you have to see if you want to purchase any additional cards from the supply. Relics from the supply. And they have a pretty staggering cost.
Right. You're spending your gained goods, again, wisdom, prestige, zeal, followers, to buy new cards to put into your deck to then redraw and use as a boon, use, or sacrifice. Right.
Now, you must buy at least 1 card, so you have to
to buy a card.
Right.
You can buy more, so don't do it.
Don't do it.
I mean,
rookie mistake to do it.
So Jason was just like, and this is a clear deck builder like feel is, oh, hey, if I buy enough cards to my deck, then my deck is stacked and I'll regain and be stronger. If you spend your resources to buy more cards in the first thing, you're going to get your blood.
Right. Like I said, this is a really unique game, really fascinating how they did with this. It's not that either. Again, this is a resource hoarding game. So once you get that card, then you wipe the rest of your cards, put them in the discard, and then you have one other ability. You have your powers that you could use.
Yes, heroic action and heroic divine abilities.
That's right. So each unique hero, you all pick unique heroes, all have 6 unique abilities. And again, most of these are spend some sort of resources, get other resources, but there is corruption requirements.
Right, to unlock that divine ability. And the other cool
it's
portion,
good to be bad.
It's good to be bad. Even though you're good, stopping the bad guys, it's a whole thing. But the other cool thing is, on some of these, you have this this wordage that says others, so you can give other people corruption, goods, things like that.
And that's where the collaboration comes in, is to try to boost yourself up, because then after that, that's when the events happen that Adam was learning to, and that's when just all the bad stuff
All
happens.
hell breaks loose.
And you are going to be draining your resources, moving up those horsemen, spawning monsters, and you're just going to have to try to manage it as best you can while you go for endgame victory condition.
Right. And so while you're doing this, and the horsemen are moving out to this middle center of the board, if they touch, here's the lose conditions. If you ever have all horsemen, or a horseman, I should say, get to the center, done.
Yeah,
if
it's
you
the
get,
skull. I mean,
if you get 10 demons on one location, done. If all players get defeated, which is when your corruption and your divinity pass each other, you get knocked out, and then bad things happen even faster.
Right. More horsemen will go.
Horsemen they're galloping faster.
Yeah, it's not good.
And so you win by doing each boss has its own win condition that you are trying to achieve as a group.
Right. So like the one we were doing, which was a little weird.
It was crazy backwards. Again, you're hoarding resources, not spending them. And this bad person, you were gaining demons instead of killing them.
Right. You had to gain 5 demons in, I think, 5 different locations.
Yes, 5 zones.
In order to win. Now, that is kind of probably atypical. The one you did before was a little more typical.
The other one we did before was like the base, like starter tutorial bad guy. And you just needed to do 5 divine power, use 5 divine power, and have over 4 corruption apiece. Right. Not bad. And it was, so the game bosses and the turn time of how long you play for is determined by hours. And each bad guy has 6, 8, 12, 10, 15. I think there's a 16. I'm not really sure, but that's how long you play for. If you play for a longer stride, you're adding an escalation card into the mix.
Right.
And then that adds relics. They have stage 1 relics. And then if you play with a escalation card, add stage 2 relics that have cooler, crazier abilities.
Yeah. So let's talk replay value on this.
Yeah.
So there is a massive relic deck.
Yeah.
There is a massive number of characters. And on each card, it changes quite drastically what resources you would gain or lose depending if you're on a 2, 3, or 4 player game.
For events,
So even if you say, oh man, I played this thing 20 times in a 3-player game, get a 4th person, entirely different game.
Right. And on top of that, each relic can be used for boon, use, sacrifice. So just because you use this card in boon all the time doesn't mean you're just going to use it. So you can literally just switch up everything you do on this game to play it over and over again. And okay, and as most people know, I do not like cooperative games because I don't like sharing victories or losses, I guess. But this is like, you get to make your own decisions together, if that makes any sense.
Right, because this one, most cooperative games, it's cooperatives first and kind of what you want to do second. I mean, we kind of all got that
you're
feeling
doing
for
this thing.
Right, you're all trying to get to this thing. And yes, you're sort of doing that, sure. But the most important thing is really to keep yourself alive.
Right.
So really, it's more trying to keep yourself together and your followers. And if you can help your partner, that is great, and it helps you all. But you know, if you're knocked down, it doesn't help the game at all. So you got to really focus on yourself primary.
And the other cool portion about it too is there is good player interaction.
Oh yeah.
Because when you're using these divine powers, like I stated earlier, you're using the other ability, giving people things. Other people are using their sacrifice that, oh hey, I'm gonna give you 3 random goods, and like, so the player interaction is fun because hey, here's this thing's got 6 to 8 demons on it. Are you gonna come here next turn? I don't know. I don't have the ability to. I don't have a lot of chips to spend to do this. You should go do it. Hey, let's. And so like it's immersive in theme. Comes through amazingly. Like Jason was saying, like you kind of want to play selfishly because you're each your own god who wants to share.
Yes, you're worried about yourself, but you're gotta save the world together.
Right. But, I played as so the first game we played as Michael the Archangel and Freya. Anyways, and so they teamed up in the universe of Four Horsemen, and we stopped the bad guy. But then, but you got Michael the Archangel. We played a game. I was Heimdall, and you were. Scotty?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Whoever she is in Norse mythology.
Yeah, so if you know, leave a comment. We're totally messing it up.
You can, and that's the other fun part. So you have Pantheon gods, Norse gods, and the Judeo-Christian,
all the different
and you can literally mix and match during playthroughs.
Right. So tremendous replay value, lots of fun, unique mechanic I've never even seen before in all the games that I've ever played. So this one would really be a nice, refreshing playthrough. The other thing, before I forget, you'll probably see I hopefully don't have the ring on my glasses anymore. Took us 50 videos, but we finally moved our light.
Yeah,
so
we did.
Hopefully it's a little bit better.
It's in my eyes. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, this is on Kickstarter currently. Go check it out. The link will be in our bio. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun. You're going to want to get your hands on this. Help protect, save the world from the Four Horsemen. Again, like, comment, subscribe, and let us know who your favorite
God of all time is.
Right. And we'll check you next time.